Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back for another live stream, and this time we are doing two football teams I absolutely do not care about in the Buffalo Bills and San Francisco 49ers. We will see how this game goes and pray that we do not have any more news interruptions during football. Which, yeah, that that happened. The news thought they could interrupt football. So, I learned something new today watching football. That apparently the news can interrupt football because what's more American than apparently messing with football? Having some far idiocracy news outlet with their money interrupting the thing that's keeping their channel afloat for the year in football. But if you want to know more about that, you have access to the internet. I'm sure you can just Google it while I drink my beer due to beer pressure. This should be an interesting game. I'm not going to be, I don't know what I'm supposed to think because the 49ers are a warm weather West Coast team and they're playing in Buffalo when it's supposed to, and it's been snowing out there all day. Can't wait for when I'm looking out my window and I'm seeing a lot of snow in the process there too. Because, snow, winter. And I apologize if you hear the heater out there, but in the background, but it is like, I am not shitting you. I think it is actually sub-zero out there right now. So yeah, let's hope that the game starts here soon with all these damn commercials. Because gotta love commercials, man. I should have started this closer to kickoff. Oh, are we back? Please say we're back. Oh, yep, they're starting their Sunday Night Football thing. Packer fans aren't happy with the fact that the Buffalo Cardinals, that would be an, oh boy, what would have happened there? That the, let's see, what is it? Oh yeah, the Arizona Cardinals lost to the Minnesota Vikings again. The Vikings once again snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, unlike the Bears, who snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. It was pathetic. So yeah, we could probably pull up those scores here before the game. NFL scores. And get to those in between stuff while we're looking at it. We're just casually sitting here chilling at the moment, waiting for all the fun to commence. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but why the hell not just have some fun with football? It's what it was meant for. This is what it was all meant for. We were all meant to have some fun. Someone's got to enjoy football. Yep. Let's see how many things this works on. Hopefully my friends don't get too disappointed by the fact that I am having them very generously help me test to make sure this stuff's still working, up and running. Either way, we'll find out as it looks like the Buffalo Bills are about to come storming out onto the field. Oh, they're already out there. Collinsworth is bundled up so much it's not even funny. It's as if these guys don't know how to handle cold weather. Like, at all. Meanwhile, I was out in cold weather as if it was nothing today. Like, it didn't even faze me in the least. That is how you know you're a Wisconsinite, when the cold doesn't affect you because you just. Yep. But anyways, looking at some of these scores today, we'll start with the games that were the noon slots, shall we? The Texans, they outlasted the Jaguars 23-20 with a brutal hit towards the Jaguars quarterback here, Trevor Lawrence. The guy who did that he is so gonna get suspended for that. And then we got the Colts on a last-second victory against the Patriots, 25-24. Man, the Patriots, they fell from grace real quick after Tom Brady happened. The Chargers outlasted the Falcons 17-13. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets once again self-imploded and lost to the Seahawks 26-21. It's safe to admit Aaron Rodgers is washed. The Commanders blew out the Titans 42-19. Good job, Washington. The Steelers won a shootout with the Bengals 44-38. As mentioned earlier, the Vikings rallied from behind and beat the Cardinals 23-22. The Rams beat the Saints 21-14. The Buccaneers beat the Panthers 26-23 on a last-second field goal in overtime. And arguably the game of the week, the Eagles beat the Ravens 24-19. Monday Night Football is going to be Browns-Broncos, and may the force be with us. God help us all. Because that's an interesting game. And we're getting more Coke ads. So, do they just use AI to generate these Coca-Cola bears now? Now that I think of it, do they just use AI for that? That's my question, is do they use AI to make these Coca-Cola bears? And Dawson says go Broncos. Yep, Dawson. Yep. Unless the Broncos lose, I'm going to be the only guy on campus that's depressed and counting down to baseball. Oh, wait. I already am. Never mind. I already am. Wow, this camera angle makes it look dark on my end, but it's not in yours, hopefully. Okay, NFL. You said this game was supposed to start at 7:20. It's 7:20. Why am I still getting stuff about the analytics? No one cares. Ask baseball fans about the analytics. Just ask any baseball fan or player what we think of stat tracking analytic gurus. The analytics, while they make the sports fun sometimes, they also ruin sports. I'm starting to think college is better because we don't have a million years commercial. When they say kickoff time, they kick it. That's why high school is better. College, depends on the level. Halftime takes too long. Enough with the wicked ads. I want football. All right, we're finally getting to the intros again. How long is this going to take, guys? Oh, yeah, another Sunday Night Football Presents intro with Steve Young and Jim Kelly. Man, if you're going to use a 49er classic quarterback, you don't use Steve Young, you use Joe Montana. Joe Montana's the guy. Steve Young, fun fact from what I've heard, he ran away to the USFL for a while because he didn't want that, and then he demanded that he be started and that they trade Joe Montana and all that fun stuff from what I've heard back then. He was a interesting dude. Ah, yes, highlights from when you still played football on baseball fields. And the pitching mound was in the middle of the diamond. So does that mean they had to run up the mound? How'd that work? Oh, yeah, there's Yeah. Football on a baseball field. That had to have been an interesting thing. But yeah, everyone in the NFC North has 9 wins or more. And then there's the Bears. There's always the Bears. They don't disappoint at disappointing. Just like the NFL doesn't disappoint at disappointing on making these things last a million years before we even start the game. Like, I get it's snowing. We don't need this big charade of intros for Sunday Night Football. Some of us have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So let's get the show on the road. We know it's snowing. Get the meteorologist out of there and get the cheerleaders on the field and the football players out there as well. Let's kick the damn ball, please. Like, come on. Get the meteorologist out of there. Not even a very pretty one at the least. The Raiders are never going back to the Coliseum, Dawson. Not enough money. Oakland lost what was left of their guys. But seriously, stop showing the damn fans shoveling the stadium. Also, the Buffalo Bills are worth how much, and their owner is worth how much, and he has the fans volunteer to come shovel for him instead of, paying his employees to do it, because, oh my God, they have to work. Let's see. The Bills will clinch the division with a win tonight because the Dolphins lost to Green Bay on Thanksgiving. That was not much of a game. The 49ers are 5-6 in last place of their division, while everyone else is 6-6 or better. God, the Bears couldn't even compete in the NFC West. Doug Flutie. That's the Bills legend they got, is Doug Flutie. Does anyone even know who that is anymore? I'd have to ask my dad who Doug Flutie is. Apparently he played for the Bills in the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, can we get this old man no one heard of off the field? Nobody knows who you are anymore, you old man. Oh, finally, we're going to try and kick the ball off. All right, Moody. You played in Michigan. Let's see how you handle kicking in the snow. This dynamic kickoff thing is extremely stupid. The kick is up 5 minutes late. And there it is. They receive. Buffalo's getting it to the 20 and brought down by a whole bunch of 49ers. He might have lunged forward for a few extras. Josh Allen now comes onto the field here. We should have had the Green Bay Packers playing the Bills because they're the one team that wouldn't be flawed by the Lambeau late in the year. That would be a game, not Miami going to Lambeau. Stop sending a nice warm weather or domed team to Lambeau that late in the year. Anyways, Josh Allen shotgun formation, quick screen pass right away, breaks a few tackles, and finally brought down by the lineman. That went absolutely nowhere. I cannot imagine the pass game is going to be the strongest in these conditions, but eventually someone's going to have to throw the ball. And when I'm done with this, even if I had a couple beers during this game, I'm going to be hammering out some homework. Gotta love the life of a college kid. All right. Shotgun formation here for the Bills. Yep, they give it to the running back and gets 2, maybe 3 out of this. The 2 viewers here, I thank you so much for actually spending your time with this dumbass while I sit here watching sports and talking about it. Those of you who don't know, if you haven't seen it, NBC News, they did decide to interrupt Sunday Night Football coverage. Big mistake. Really big mistake. You don't interfere with football. But apparently Joe Biden did something again today. What it was, I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention. I just saw the president. Holy false start or encroachment of and a half shell. Yeah, that was a false start and a half shell, boys. That's going to move them backwards. Dawson Knox was moving before anyone else was and was behind the defensive line. Like, did the man not realize that the rest of his team wasn't moving as he was running his route? That was interesting. All right, Josh Allen, shotgun formation. He has to throw here in these elements. Screen pass to Singletary. Miraculously, he got most of that back. There is some fighting on the sidelines as it is 4th down. And here comes the punt. The 49ers defense held. I am going to be amazed if the Chiefs, wow. I'm going to be amazed if the 49ers somehow win this game. Though I'm thankful we're not having the Chiefs on because it means I don't have to see Taylor Swift. If we could just ban her from the NFL, that would be nice. Well, anyways, let's see how they handle the punt return in these elements. Heads up. He has to go backwards, gets around the 25, breaks the tackle, makes one move, and is brought down around the 43, 44-yard line. Can't tell because of the snow on the field. Out comes Brock Purdy. We'll see how he does. Yes, I did see that the ref got injured in the Panther game today. And it's the best I could do, but flag. Flag. Because I don't have an actual flag, so flag. I'm sure someone here caught that reference. Well, anyways, the 49ers lining up Brock Purdy under center by himself. The wide receiver has some movement, tripped with not some good footing here. Purdy shotgun, slings it. It is complete to George Kittle. And already the 49ers are looking better with Brock Purdy back already. After their game last week against the Packers and on it, you can't tell me that Brock Purdy wasn't the reason that they're doing good because they had everyone else minus the quarterback, and Green Bay bum rushed them. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like they're in shotgun formation. They hand it off to McCaffrey, and he might have lunged forward for a few. It's going to be 3rd and short here, around midfield. This snow is coming down really hard. You can see it because of modern technology, but if this was like back when we only had like 13-inch TV screens, you wouldn't see a dang thing. So it's now 3rd and 1 officially at the 50-yard line? At the, okay, they're not the 50. I couldn't tell. McCaffrey, 1st down. Okay, now they're at the 50 and then some. We got brought down after a solid gain. That's going to be a 49ers 1st down. Tonight is going to be a busy day for the running backs and offensive line. Yeah, McCaffrey made that hole himself. Wow. That was impressive. All right, so yeah. Last week, you only had 31 rushing yards versus the Packers. But the 49ers were, They give it to McCaffrey again. He breaks free and breaks a couple tackles, and he gets it inside the 30. The 49ers are marching down the field here on the Buffalo Bills. I did not think the 49ers... You know what? This just shows exactly that the 49ers... They struggled when they didn't have their quarterback. Brock Purdy makes a huge difference for them in that offense. a Brock Purdy-led 49ers probably could have beat that Packers defense. I'll say it. Brock Purdy probably would have beat the Packers. They hand it off to their running back again. This time it is their backup running back, Mason. And he got another big chunk play. McCaffrey's coming back in. The 49ers run game has just been absolutely dominant so far in this game. See, 1st and 10, inside the Bills 20. Brock Purdy under center. They hand it off to McCaffrey again. This time he's brought down right away after 1, maybe 2 yards. This should be good. They went from a 67% red zone offense touchdown rate in 2023 to 50% this year. So they went from leading the NFL to the 5th lowest. Somehow the Bears are probably lower. I hate to say it, but somehow the Bears are probably lower. And wearing regular sneakers in those conditions could probably do you the same liberty that your spikes will. Purdy screened past McCaffrey here. And he gets it to about the 15 before being brought down after a couple. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, McCaffrey has a lot of It was the most fragile defensive back in the NFL, DeMar Hamlin, with the stop. He is the most fragile defensive back in the history of defensive backs. Surprised he hasn't shattered in these conditions. Let's see here. Purdy under center. He's got time to throw, but it is way behind McCaffrey. It's now 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. That was a brutal throw. That was really rough there. Yeah, that was way behind McCaffrey. If he gets it to the right spot, that's a 1st down. So this is going to be a 33-yarder in the snow. This reminds me of recess when I was a kid. That kick is up and good. So the 49ers on their first possession go down to take a 3-point lead after that 33-yard field goal in the snow, and the elite West Coasters somehow took the lead in the Buffalo snowstorm. I don't know what I'm supposed to say other than wow. But yeah, some of these other things that are happening around the NFL, I was impressed that the Arizona Cardinals defense did as well as they did, just to be sitting on the bench watching Kyler Murray dump his pants again. Should have known that Call of Duty man was going to struggle in the end because it was double XP weekend, which means you know what he's doing the second that plane lands back in... Do they play in Glendale, Arizona? Or Wait, no. Glendale, Arizona is where the Brewers play. So Phoenix, Arizona. When they land in Arizona, that man's going to go play Call of Duty right away. Well, the Brewers hopefully are getting ready to use their spring training complex in Glendale, Arizona soon. I'm definitely not counting the baseball, if you can't tell. Yeah. And, man, I'm kind of disappointed I have to work the Thursday night game this week because it's the Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions. That would be a game where I would hop on live and have fun. Or actually, no. I wouldn't live stream. I'd just be sitting there watching it for fun. And December 9th through 12th is the MLB winter meetings. Well, let's see here. No, I don't need that pit tab up. No, I don't want NBA news. No one really cares about the NBA anymore. NFL news, I guess. We'll pull that up for in between. We'll bring that up for commercial breaks. Oh, yeah. Mike Tomlin, 21st season without a losing record. That is insane. There's a San Diego Charger fan in Buffalo? You have a San Diego Chargers fan in Buffalo? Alright, they have to use the computer generated numbers so you can see the yard line things from higher up as they are out shoveling the yard line things for everyone to see the yardage things. Oh, and he fumbles the ball in the end zone and they have to go down and take the touchback right away. And some dodo bird is throwing a beach ball around the stadium. If I remember correctly, the stadium for the Cardinals is in London. Oh, cool. I did have it right then. I guess I did get that correct. I could have sworn the Cardinals played in Phoenix. Oh, well, either way. Notable defensive inactives. Nick Bosa's out. Javon Hargrave. Dre Greenlaw. So basically most of their entire defensive front. And Buffalo's run game gets absolutely nowhere. He gets about 1 yard if he's lucky. Buffalo's ground game is a little rough if you can't tell. Just a little bit. Hold on. We're going to try to see if this actually helps the kid. And help the lighting a little bit. Anyways, here it is. Josh Allen under center. Shotgun formation. He looks back to throw. He's got some Niners in his face as he breaks free. Still looking for a man downfield. Throws it. Incomplete. And they have a really long slide. He was looking for whoever number 10 on their roster is. He was looking for Shakir. But it fell incomplete as he was about to have number 69 in his face. He's about to have the jersey number 69 giving him the business. Oh, God. Alrighty. So it's 3rd down and 9. Some motion. Receiver tripped and Allen. Clean pocket. Throws it downfield. No man's land. But there is laundry on the floor. It's probably going to come back. They have some laundry on the floor. Definitely not moving this to see if that works with some lights. And that's about as good as I'm going to get. Hopefully the picture quality is better. I'll pull that up. But yeah, that's a 1st down. I apologize for me pulling this up to make sure that the picture quality works better. Hopefully somebody can let me know if it's working. Though I'm about to pull this up myself too, so. Okay, yeah, the picture quality looks a lot cleaner than it does on my end here, which is probably a good thing. Allen hands it off to his running back. He's got some room and brought down after a big gain of like 9, which in these conditions, that is a huge gain. We'll see what happens now with Buffalo, and that is, all right, that's not the end of the quarter, but Ty Johnson this season has 32 touches for 124 rushing yards, 106 receiving yards, and a handful of touchdowns. That is 2nd down and 2 of 6:15 here in the 1st quarter. San Francisco with a 3-0 lead. Everyone that is popping in and out and watching this, thank you so much. Allen hands it off. And his running back was brought down right away. There is some fighting between the players, but it's going to be a third and manageable here. Is that Cooks? Can't tell because of the guy's hair. Buffalo's running back was brought down after a gain of 1. It is now 3rd down and 1. They're in QB sneak formation. They pushed him across for the 1st down. The QB sneak did work. This is what happens when you actually have an offensive line. Sup, Trevor? How is it over in Minnesota? Are you surviving land of the Vikings? Yeah, Josh Allen, he picked that. He kept it going. It's a 1st down. Somehow San Francisco's winning 3-0 in these weather conditions. Allen searching clean pocket all the time, throws it to his tight end. They get the 1st down to the 49ers side of the 40. No, man, it's rough up here. Yeah, I kind of figured it was, Trevor, but remember, it can always be worse. You can be a Bears fan. And February 20th, man. That's when spring training baseball starts, and we will be in the promised land of baseball again. They hand it off to Cook, and he gets cooked. That's a 2-yard loss. The 49ers defense, it's still solid. Yep, you're right, Trevor. I can't wait either. I cannot wait. So it is officially going to be 2nd down and 14 now. So I guess it goes to the loss of 4. We'll see what Buffalo's counter is here at the 41.5-yard line of the 49ers. Allen, quick throw, caught, brought down, still nowhere near the line again for the 1st down. Shakir brings up 3rd and manageable here. Or at least I think that's the guy's name and saying it correctly. But yeah. Anderson, the 49ers rookie. Oh, yeah, he just slipped. He just flat out slipped. You can tell he's not used to the snow elements. And that gave Josh Allen all the time he needed. It is now 3rd down and 6. Buffalo marching there at the 39-yard line of the 49ers. Allen is a QB keeper. He gets the 1st down by a yard. So he got the 7-yard carry. Watching this game in the snow elements is making things a little more interesting. It looked like he wanted to originally throw it at first and then just kept it himself to get the 1st down. He did a good job protecting the football. Sup, Matthew? Remember, Matthew, February 20, baseball starts with spring training. All right, so Josh Allen pitches it off to his running back. And dang, he just got clobbered there. He just got obliterated, but that's going to make it 2nd down. All of us are counting down the baseball season, especially those of us whose football team's season is lost. And Packer fans on Twitter, when they were complaining about being 9-3 and in 3rd place, is kind of funny. That'll be an interesting segment that I have on my podcast later. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5 after that big hit. Josh Allen pitches it off to his running back again. Singletary, nowhere to go. And he gets tackled out of bounds. What's my opinion on the tush push? It's just a fancy glorified quarterback sneak. We just went, instead of calling it the QB sneak, we all just call it the tush push now because of Philadelphia. But, yeah, I'd just say it's a fancy glorified quarterback sneak. That's literally all it is a QB sneak. Yeah, I hate the fact that that's what it is now too. This is a 3rd and 1, a really long 1 yard. Josh Allen under center, hands it to the running back. Oh, he's got room. He's inside the 10, still on his feet, breaks 1 tackle, and is brought down at like the 6-yard line, maybe the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal here for the 49ers. And snow games. These are fun, man. These are fun. Yeah, that was fun. Watching football stress-free because your team lost on Thanksgiving is a lot more fun as well. So glad the Bears fired Eberflus like 13 weeks too late. They hand it off to Singletary. He dives across the pylon. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills have a touchdown. Let's see if the fans... Yep, the fans are throwing snowballs. The Bill fans are throwing snowballs. Let's see if the refs have to tell them not to throw them again. Let's see. Is there going to be... And that is going to be 3 seconds left in the first quarter. So after this extra point, we will have the first quarter being over. That was a beautiful play. But the running back diving like that so he knows he can clear the pylon to stay in bounds. The extra point is up, and it is good. We still have 3 seconds left on the clock here, so we're going to get a kickoff attempt before we get an end of the quarter. Is NBC going to really go to commercial just for a... Yes, they are. Do you think the big 4 sports leagues need to have an officials camp to make sure the refs know what they're supposed to do correctly? Aren't they supposed to go through training and all that to be the best there already is to offer? Like, aren't they already supposed to be the best you have to offer in that category? Like, I know Angel Hernandez was bad. He retired, thankfully. I know CB Buckner is really bad in baseball. We all know the NFL refs are notorious for being a joke. I don't even know what... The NHL refs, they'll call you if you do something stupid, but they just let you play for the most part. And the NBA, those refs are just whistle happy. They're just really trigger happy at blowing the whistle. It's part of the reason why the NBA is such a tough watch, and they have seen their ratings plummet. Apparently not. Yeah, we are. The NFL and NBA don't even bother trying to hide it. We got a kick return from deep in the end zone. He gets to the 20. The 20... He would have been better off nailing that down. But that is the end of the first quarter. Samuel would have just been better off taking a knee there. There's Chris Collinsworth probably sitting there wondering what he's going to do because he cannot glaze Patrick Mahomes. But yeah, anyways, Dawson, that is a valid point that you did bring up in the comment section. I kind of answered you earlier, kind of about doing some things. You're right. The officiating, it's not the greatest this year. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's not the greatest. Nothing will be as bad as the replacement refs were with the interception that was not. It should have been a touchdown. The Packers should have won that game. But the replacement refs said differently, and that's the only time in my life I have ever seen referees getting applauded by the fans. Major League Baseball, they're going to be toying around with robotic umpires, and that's the thing that I don't know what I'm supposed to think about, because part of what makes baseball beautiful is You got a human behind there making the calls, and it's never going to be great. And that's what makes it so fun, is we can sit there talking about it and debating 162 different team games. So there's 162 times a year we're debating if it was good or not. And then the postseason. This year's MLB playoffs, the officiating had me scratching my head, especially when it involved the Dodgers. The NBA, well, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say because I'm going to be honest, I have not watched a single second of NBA basketball yet this season. I only know they're playing when I see the. Well, actually, would you count the highlights on your local news at 10 as watching basketball? Because I've seen the highlights of the NBA when they show the Bucks. I hear them talking about it on the radio, but I really don't. I'm not paying much attention to basketball right now, and if we go look at the ratings, most of America really isn't paying attention to the NBA either. Their ratings have plummeted. Now, the 49ers, now that we're back from that intermission, we will get back into that adventure later and talk about some of this, but the 49ers have the ball at their own 25. They would have been better off needing it to get to the 30. Brock Purdy, under siege, throws it, screen to McCaffrey. He's got blocking. He got a first down. It's a gain of 11 or 12 on that screen pass. Brock Purdy's showing that he is a lot better than most QBs. They're showing highlights of McCaffrey kicking the snow like a stallion. And, well, I think we all know what I'm jokingly implying by saying McCaffrey's the one and only kind at his position. They hand it off to McCaffrey again. He breaks free. He gets the ball either up to around the 50-yard line. And after 2 plays, the 49ers are already to about the 50-yard line on it and at midfield here. This is where the 49ers thrive, is when you have to rely on their ground game. Last week you could tell they didn't have their QB, and QBs make a difference. This is okay, there we go. Now we don't have the camera angle showing us the snow. Brock Purdy under siege. One missed tackle by Espinosa. Purdy running, goes out of bounds after a gain of 1 or 2. It looked like he wanted to try and throw it. So what could have been a loss of it would have been a really big sack, sending them way behind the line. He was able to evade that and get a gain of 3 to make it 2nd down and 7 on what could have been a lot worse. Probably should have been a lot worse. We'll see what happens here now. Purdy, 2nd and 7. Hands off to McCaffrey again. He's got room. He got shoestring tackled at the 30, or he was gone. If he doesn't have a shoestring tackle, McCaffrey is gone, and he would have scored a touchdown with ease. He would have easily had a touchdown there. Wow. The Niners' offensive line gave him a hole so big, I could have driven my Ford Escape through that at 1 mile an hour, no one touching it. Wait, the players would be too scared to try and stop my Ford Escape. It's a vehicle. Purdy's in shotgun formation here. They try and hand it off to Mason, and the Bills' defense is all over that. That went absolutely nowhere. The second he had the ball, Packers legend Rasul Douglas was right up in his face. They sent him to no man's land. The 2 corner blitzers, Von Miller and Rasul Douglas, were just absolutely unblocked, and down they went for a loss of 4. He's been doing pretty solid since the Packers traded him to Buffalo, apparently. Purdy, shotgun formation, second down at 14. Bills, he's bringing pressure, he's having to try and avoid another sack. Gets hit as he launches one downfield. Intercepted, but there is laundry on the ground. There is laundry on the ground. We will see if this interception holds. And is the most fragile defensive back in the league once again. I know Von Miller isn't a defensive back. They had one DB and one linebacker do a blitz on the corner. Illegal contact by Damar Hamlin, so that is why he got the interception. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, he can't do that. So while he got the interception, he can't do that. So the 49ers get a free first down because Damar Hamlin got a little too hands-on. At least he's not wearing the jersey number 69 while giving him the business. Because he was really giving him the business there. It's a first down to 30-yard line for the 49ers. They hand the ball to McCaffrey, and he just slip and slide lost there for a loss of like 5 or 6. You could tell his footing was gone. And McCaffrey's footing was gone there. Because you can tell he's not hurt as much as he lost his footing. Like, 1, 2, and yeah, he just lost his footing and went down, it looks like. Because yeah. So he lost and went down. That's a loss of... he's going to the blue tent. Maybe it was an injury. That's not good for the Niners if McCaffrey's hurt. Purdy under center. Laundry on the ground. To delay a game. So they're going to move backwards even more. So it's going to be second and a mile here. Yeah, it's now second down and 20. Let's see what Kyle Shanahan can do in the snow. 37 total games missed by former Pro Bowl selections, most in the NFL this year. Does Pro Bowl selections even mean anything anymore? Like, does the Pro Bowl mean anything? Purdy under center, under siege, gets rid of it really quick to Deebo Samuel, and he's brought down. The 49ers it's going to be third and a mile here. They're just hoping to get into field goal range or first down. One of the two. Deebo Samuel through the first 12 weeks is at career lows with 3.4 receptions per game, 51.1 yards per game, and 1 touchdown. Or I don't know if I read the touchdown one correctly. Someone might have to correct me there. Dawson, make sure I'm correct on that one. Hey, hand it off to Mason, and he's brought down inside the 30. And it's looking like they're about to kick a mile-long field goal in the snow. Let's see. It's 4th and 8, and out comes Jake Moody. And his bright red nose. Looking at this snow out in Buffalo gets me wondering. Matthew Sanding will do. Thank you, Matthew. At least someone's making sure I'm right on that one. This is going to be a 45-yard field goal in the snow. The kick is up. Not even close. It is not even close. So the 49ers kicked trying a 45-yarder, and he was way wide right. He got too wide to the right there. He had the distance and air time. It just went wide. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, as we were looking back in the last intermission when we were talking about like the basketball problems they're having and how like I haven't been watching any NBA stuff. They we'll get back to that one later. So I'm gonna say is that comment, Matthew, I will get to that one later. One thing at a time, one story adventure at a time. The NBA, all I'm gonna say is their ratings have been in free fall mode. We hop on Google and look it up. NBA ratings plummet. NBA ratings down. And yeah, because let's see. Last week, yeah, this is like a week and a half old, on November 23rd, NBA ratings continue to drop. Former players, fans, yada, yada, yada. This is not going good for the NBA. Like, the people are not watching the NBA anymore. Why it might be, I don't know. I just know we aren't watching. And now, Matthew, your answer for the Bears. On Thanksgiving, I was glued to my TV watching them make a comeback, eating my giant turkey leg, and then watched them mismanage the clock and just put down my turkey leg going, they're going to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And sure enough, they did. But to be honest, I don't even really care about the Bears anymore. They win? Great, so be it. They lose? Oh well, they're one day closer to the season being over. So that's your answer about the Bears. I really don't care anymore about Chicago. Yep, the deep fried buffalo wings. Buffalo wings. Oh man, I'm craving some wings now. McCaffrey is heading into the locker room early after he went down on this last play. But now it is 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Bills after a missed field goal try. Allen hands it off to Cook. Cook's got room. Oh, he's to the 45-40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Buffalo! And just like that, on the one play, and the Bills have a touchdown by James Cook, the fans are once again throwing the snowballs in the air. The players are making snow angels in the end zone. It is a sight to behold. Buffalo football is built different. Also, would it not have been more fun to watch the Buffalo Bills playing the Packers on Thanksgiving in Lambeau instead of the Dolphins? Because that would have actually, the Bills would have actually gave us a real game. But yeah, just like that, one play later, and Dalvin Cook gave the Bills a touchdown. It is now 14-3 Buffalo, and this is not looking like it's going to be much of a game. Next week for America's Game of the Week, I apologize, America, because we are going to have the Bears taking on the 49ers. I apologize so much, America. Like, I genuinely feel sorry and apologize. I am so sorry. So yeah, I have to apologize for the fact that America has to watch the Bears next week again. And yeah, I still find it interesting and it is an intriguing storyline that the NBA is seeing the worst ratings they've had in years. I'd be curious to see which ratings are doing better right now. The NBA as a whole, or a 24/7 news outlet like MSNBC. And only reason I'm using MSNBC as an example is because Comcast, their owners, put them up for sale, which means they are financially in trouble, which means their ratings isn't the greatest. So we're yeah. How do I feel about fantasy this week? If I lose, I lose. If I win, I win. Who cares? It's not like it's affecting my everyday life, man. It's not a big deal. Fantasy football's just fantasy football. If I lose, on to the next week. Who cares? Who cares? Though it's looking like I'm going to have to move on from Taysom Hill because he got hurt. The fantasy football legend himself. Ooh, a Walmart Black Friday and Cyber Monday deal advertisement. Ooh. Can you tell I'm having fun with some of these things on the fly too? But yeah, I didn't look at them so much. Apparently, I probably shouldn't say this one on air, but I'm gonna have to ask a coworker how one of the situations at my job is, if that situation has been resolved yet or not. I'm really hoping that gets resolved by Tuesday. But anyways, Buffalo is lining up to boot one to give the 49ers the ball back. San Francisco's been moving the ball really well. They just had to settle for 2 field goals. And Samuel tried to return it, and this time he didn't even get to the 25-yard line. Ah, yes, the Bud Light advertisement. I know I have a Miller Lite, but dilly dilly, just like Bud Light Night would do. And it looks like the Bills have been dominant since 2020 when they're in their home stadium. That's impressive. Again, who is the old guy that's acting like a celebrity on the field? Let's see, they hand it off to Mason. Mason breaks free. He's still going on his feet. He's got 3 defenders trying to bring him down, and he's not brought down until the 50-yard line. That is a big pickup for the 49ers there. December 9th through the 12th, I am going to be, whenever I'm home watching TV, I'm going to be glued to MLB Network because it's going to be the winter meetings. And that's going to be when Juan Soto and all these other ones are going to, Dairy Queen, Dilly Dilly. No. But if I hear Dilly Dilly, I'm going to think of Bud Light Night forever now. Proof that advertising works. They hand it off to Mason again. There is an injury update for McCaffrey. It's probably something. Oh, damn. Yeah. He took one interesting hit and funny fall. It looks like he landed weirdly on the snow-covered turf. Oh. They got another 49er player heading to the locker room. 2nd and 6 after a knee injury. McCaffrey is questionable. Screen pass to Samuel. Goes absolutely nowhere. Getting mauled by a bunch of Bills. There was a whole flock of Bills there. Let's see what happens. Now on 3rd down. Yeah, McCaffrey when he went down. Now looking at this replay. That's why he slid and went down right away. You could tell it was his knee. Do you know Yes, you're referring to Dairy Queen's Dilly Bars. Which, by the way, those are really good. It is now 3rd down and 4 for the 49ers here. And they're on the Bills side of the 50. They hand it off to Mason. He powers forward. He gets them the 1st down. So he's going to move the sticks here. Message retracted. All right, Dawson, where are you going with this? Jordan Mason, 146 rush attempts, 762 yards, leading the team in rushing yards. He has definitely earned his spot on the team for years to come, or at least the length of the rest of his contract. Purdy shotgun formation. Has some motion, they snap it. They hand off the ball to, let's see, who is that they gave the ball to? Yeah, I answered it, never mind. Yep. Yes, I did. I couldn't quite see who they got the ball to because I didn't see the name tag on the back of his jersey. But whoever 31 is on the 49ers, he got the ball. They got it back to the original line again. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 here. Brock Purdy standing under center by himself, 5 wide, let it fly. Just like Mike McCarthy. Purdy, clean pocket. Oh, never mind. He's going down. Tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. It's going to be 3rd and long. It's going to be a 3rd and long. Can you tell I've heard a few... Yep, the linebacker edge rusher Von Miller was there for the stop. Broke through the line. Buffalo, you can tell they built a team to play in these elements. The 49ers, not so much. It is now 3rd down and 9. Purdy shotgun formation. He's under center. He's under siege. Has to evade Von Miller. There's a couple more Bills, and he's finally brought down for the sack. The Bills defense once again makes a stop as Rasu makes the sack. Some of the things you say in football do not come out well if you don't have context. But yeah, the 49ers offensive line here has just been brutal. Like, absolutely brutal today. Next week's going to be interesting. Bears legend Pat O'Donnell coming out for the punt. He gets that kick up. And it's gonna, the snow is gonna help them keep it pinned inside the 5. We will see where they officially mark it when they come back from their commercial. But I could tell it was definitely inside the 5-yard line. And that was an interesting punt. But yeah, next week is supposed to be the Chicago Bears and San Francisco 49ers as America's game of the week. We couldn't bury that at noon. That had to be the game of the week, not buried at 12 o'clock. I will say this. You couldn't salvage just the embarrassment of hiding that at 12 o'clock high. Because that's not going to be much of a game. You got whatever's left of the dead corpse of the Bears and a completely injured 49ers team. Nobody's really going to want to watch that, but here we are. I'm still going to find a way to jerry-rig that game while I'm at my job. The only good thing that's coming out of the Bears so far this season for me is Caleb Williams is showing a lot of signs of improvement. Then the fact that he's looking like he can be a franchise guy. I am sorry for that sneeze on air. But Caleb Williams, he's looking like he can be a franchise guy. The Bears have been playing well, but coming up with just loss after loss after loss. Because if you're a Chicago Bear, all you do is lose no matter what. Thank you, Trevor. Thank you so much for blessing me after that god-awful sneeze. But yeah, life as a Bears fan is really interesting. Matthew seconds that. Yeah. So, yeah. This is This is getting interesting. So, Matthew, basically you second my joke about the Bears. Does this mean you also would second that the Buffalo Bills playing the Packers in Lambeau this time of year would have been more fun watch than the them just absolutely destroying whatever was left of the Dolphins, because that really wasn't much of a football game. On Thanksgiving, you got to put good games out there. So your nightcap is not, because you're not going to put your two traditional teams on there. The nightcap has got to at least be the two good teams like the Bills. They hand it off to Cook. He gets it to the 5-yard line. It looks like they started at their own 3. It's going to be second down here. Once this is over, everybody, if you stay up late enough, you will probably be up when I post the podcast talking about all these sporting events and sports news too. And there is one interesting thing that's been brought to my attention going on out from in the Mountain West Conference that is very controversial. So stay tuned for that one later when I'm talking about that on the show. Josh Allen under center in his own end zone, gets rid of it quick, finds Knox wide open at the 30, but he's at the 40, still hasn't been brought down. He's finally down at the 44-yard line. It's a huge catch and run by the tight end. You can tell on this one, the Buffalo Bills, they are the better team and definitely built for the snow. But yeah, what should have been brought down at the 30, he powers his way to the 44-yard line. This is also the modern day NFL where you're not allowed to hit the guy. Because when I was growing up watching football as a kid with the stars like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, of course, the GOAT himself and Tom Brady, because I refuse to call Patrick Mahomes a GOAT until he wins 8 Super Bowls and goes to at least 11 of them. He has to go to more Super Bowls than Tom Brady did, win more Super Bowls than Tom Brady did, and not to mention, he'll still have that stain on his resume of, well, he went toe-to-toe with the GOAT in an AFC title game and lost, and then got demolished in a Super Bowl against Tom Brady. And then we also had like Brian Urlacher, Clay Matthews, Ray Lewis, all these big name stars, Calvin Johnson, when it was a great time to be watching football. But on that play that we watched for that big catch and run, he had the linebacker on him and was carrying the linebacker from the 30 to the 44, to where just 5-10 years ago, so we'll say when I was 11, 12, I was like 11, we'll say when I was 10, 11 years old watching football as a kid with my dad, the tight end, he would have still had the catch, but he would have been obliterated at the 30. There would have been no carrying him to the 44 before and then getting brought down by like 4 more guys. We need to go back to where some of these players are allowed to actually make some hits and know what you can do if you want some action. Well, yeah, some of these shootouts are fun to watch, but ironically, we're circling back to basketball here. Ask the NBA how that's going with wanting these games that end with a final score of 159 to 157. And they're so desperate, they had to create an in-season tournament. They created the in-season tournament to keep people interested. Tomorrow is the Browns and Broncos. I don't know why I almost said Bonkos. What a Bonko is, I don't know. But the Browns and Broncos on Monday Night Football. So I'll probably turn the radio on for that, doing homework. And then the Thursday night game, that should be a doozy of one with the Packers and Lions absolutely pummeling each other. Because both teams are going to come in guns a-blazing at each other in that one. Allen hands it off to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook breaks free once again to the 40 and ran out of bounds inside the 49ers' 40-yard line. Steve Dawson's rolling over laughing at me, questioning what a bonko is. You do know tomorrow in class now, Dawson, when we see each other after class in Wimberley, I'm going to just look and go, "Go Broncos! Go Broncos!" as a joke now. So yeah, be ready for the "Go Broncos" joke tomorrow. Joe Brady, the Bills' offensive coordinator, has been pretty solid. Surprised he doesn't have a head coaching job somewhere. They hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook again. He breaks free, lunges forward. That should be enough for a first down here. That should give him the first down. I don't know who the guy tried to see with the binoculars is, but that is going to be, he is earning every penny trying to see with binoculars through the snow. He's earning every penny. Hey, in this snowstorm, we should have the Packers wear their all-white uniforms with their bright white helmet and see if we can find them. Josh Allen under center, screen pass to, let's see, who's number 18? Oh, it's Amari Cooper. Quick screen pass to Amari Cooper, picks up some before going down right away, and they call a timeout. Buffalo uses their first to 3 in the half with 1:07 left in the first half here. Yes, it's going to be amazing when I say "Go Broncos" as a joke. Ready to make myself look like a dodo bird. While we're on commercial, Dawson, I'm going to go get myself an extra beer so I don't have to do that during the half. Always room for another beer. Always room for another beer. Yeah. Damn. Gold chill. Huh. What is that weird shadow figure looking in the post office across the hall? You know what? Not my problem. Not my problem. I'm guessing it's probably just a person walking in to check their mail, but just in case, I'm going to act like I didn't see it and hope it didn't see me. And I should probably go get my Bible off the bookshelf for just such an emergency should occur. Yeah. The shadow figure's moving out. Yeah, I should probably go get that Bible. That does not look like a human. I'm going to go get that defense plan. Because that thing does not look... That does not look normal. So, guys, I'm going to go get the defense plan. Bear with me here. Pretty sure is this time of year, huh? Nice sign, Buffalo. Nice sign. But, yeah, I should, That's really concerning that it keeps going back and forth over there, whatever it is. And I'm just now noticing it, too. Allen, quick pass to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook to the 10, and ran out of bounds inside the 10. Wasn't an alien. I don't know. It might be. But either way, Dawson, I've seen enough of these weird paranormal videos. I work at a hospital. Would it really kill me to go get the Bible as a defense plan because because if it's an alien, well, they wouldn't care about that. Also, why would they be in Stoddard of all places? But every paranormal thing I've heard is if you have that book, they leave you alone. So they hand it off. What the hell was that sound up there? Probably the landlord's dog. Yeah, I can hear the four paws going crazy now. That's just a dog chasing his tail again. Yep, landlord's dog chasing his tail. Weird shadow figure walking up and down. Up, just went back in the post office. Guess my post office is haunted. I should probably close the blinds before whatever that is. Well, you know what, whatever. And now it's gone. Weird. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. I know how to defend myself from that. Just start praying. I also wouldn't be surprised for some weird person wearing all black just to mess with people. Here it is, Allen rolling out, pump fake, throws it, airmails it into the stands. 3rd and goal. Yeah, it looks like my neighbor across the street's now just messing with people. So I can see someone's shining a light on it. Yeah. Yep, that's just someone messing with everybody. So no aliens, Dawson. No paranormal activity. Just someone being a sarcastic tool thinking he can mess with people and scare us. Though it was entertaining while that lasted. All right, we got 3rd and goal inside the 10 for Buffalo. Allen by himself. Throws it, corner end zone, caught for a touchdown. Touchdown, Buffalo. It is now 20-3 as Mac Hollins gets the touchdown reception. The Buffalo Bills are just absolutely obliterating San Francisco. And I'm wondering why this was still the Sunday night game and didn't get flexed. Why we didn't flex this game out, I don't know. Looks like the defense mechanism was worked well right where it was before. Yep. The defense mechanism worked. I can put it back on the shelf now. Though I do find it funny that one of my neighbors was also out there wearing all black messing with people. The hell? How does a semi sound like that? Alright, so now it is 21-3. Buffalo, if you score one more touchdown, you're going to give the 49ers a chance by going up 28-3. We all know. Wait, actually, no. The election day, a 28-3 lead did not get blown, and so that myth has been beaten. But yeah, it looks like the defense mechanism was worked well, right where it was before. Don't know why I was reading that comment again, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Now that I think of it, I probably could get a couple other Christmas type things to put behind the sports wall here, besides the two cross country Christmas cards that they print out, I think, and the one little Christmas tree ornament thing that says to keep Christ in Christmas. Why I ended up with one like that, I don't know. But It works because it's shaped like a Christmas tree, and from a distance, unless I read it like that again, you'll just think I have a tree hanging there. Yeah. And to be though, yeah, Matt Ryan and the rest of the Falcons 28-3 is gonna give him nightmares forever. Yes. But I will also say this. Um the 49ers head coach is the same guy that did blow a 28-3 lead in that Super Bowl. He is 0-3 in Super Bowls. 0-2 when he has a double-digit lead in the Super Bowl. The snow is really starting to come down in Buffalo now as it is 21-3. There's the one random Boston Celtics fan in just the Celtics jersey there. Man, those Buffalo people are just a different breed up there, aren't they? They are just like a different breed. All right, so we got the kick up. Samuel has to return. He gets it at his own half on the goal line. Gets to the 20, and it's about the equivalent of a touchback. So he went out around the 30-yard line. San Francisco's had a lot of miscues in this game because you can tell they are not used to playing in the snow. And for some weird reason, the cameraman gave us an up close of a defensive lineman's snow-covered butt. Cameramen must have a butt fetish in football because they really give us a lot of butt shots. Purdy under center down 21-3, fakes the pass, hands it out to his running back. Mason gets a first down on the Big Ten on a 10-yard gain here. So it is now first down. Now it's looking like the 49ers are doing that and going to be content going into the half as they're showing us players' customized cleats for the My Cause, My Cleat stuff, which, all right. 28 seconds to go in the half. San Francisco has one timeout to burn if they really want to. I don't know why they would. They're back to showing the My Cause, My Cleats talking about the Bills linebacker Terrell Bernard. And he missed 3 games for the pectoral ankle injury, but he has 57 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 2 picks. Brock Purdy, shotgun formation at the 40-yard line. He's now standing alone. He looks, screen pass to Deebo Samuel. Deebo brought down. He's still in bounds. The clock is going to be running. And it's looking like here, this is going to be the last play of the half. Purdy clocks it, so there's 11 seconds left. At this point, I don't really know why we're not just going to try and kick the ball. Wow. Why we're not just going to knee it and go into the half. Because you are getting absolutely manhandled by Buffalo. But at the same time, I understand they're trying to get back on. They're going to try and make this, hopefully for them, an 11-point game. But it's going to take a miracle for them to score a touchdown here. Buffalo is calling a timeout. I don't know why, but they are. Looks like they just want to talk over a few things. These final 10 seconds of football here are taking a long time. They are taking a really long time. It is 3rd down and 3. This game is going about how I expected it to be, with absolutely nobody here. There it is. Purdy, shotgun formation. Under center. Looking lets it down deep, catches, throwing to Jennings, caught out of bounds. 4 seconds on the clock. So they got time for one more throw to try and get it down the field. They chewed up quite a bit of time for that play. That throw was actually really impressive. They set it up. They're going to try and take a long field goal here with Moody. This is going to be a 55-yarder. The kick is up and no good. It was short. So Moody has missed a 45-yarder and a 55-yarder in these conditions. I have no idea what... Yeah, that kick wasn't even close. That thing wasn't even close to the goalpost. San Francisco is going to be receiving the ball to start the second half, but that was bad. Like, that kick was bad. Holy crap, was that an embarrassing kick. So we are now going into the half here. There's now halftime, 21-3. This has been a very one-sided game. I don't really know what I'm supposed to say other than it's been very one-sided and boring. But then again, I'm also the same guy who sat here talking about cover and doing the same thing yesterday during the D3 NFL. Wow. The NCAA Division III playoff games for University of Wisconsin lacrosse at St. John's University against the Johnnies. By the way, the Johnnies were eagle killers. Though the Eagles kind of killed themselves plenty of times too. So now here we are going into the half with some of the... Let's take some looks at stuff going on around the NFL here. The New York Jets have once again lost. I think it's safe to say that Aaron Rodgers, he is cooked, man. Rodgers is just cooked. Like, he's old. He's well past his prime. Nobody likes him. I don't know what he's still trying to do or what he's trying to prove, but the whole how things ended in Green Bay and then him going to Lambeau was just him going to Lambeau. Well, and how he left Lambeau and all that and going to the Jets, that was just rough, man. That was rough. Like, that is... If he'll still make the Hall of Fame with ease, but after that last game where they lost to the Lions, if he would have just said, I'm retiring on the spot and didn't do this whole thing that he did in the offseason, they would have said, here's the keys to Canton, Ohio in 5 years. But nope. He had to do the ego trip. He had to do the all about me egos. I don't know why he was doing that, but he had to be all egoistic like he is. Because, God forbid, Aaron Rodgers doesn't let his ego get in the way. God forbid. That is something. I think it is really something else here. I don't know what he would be doing, but he is doing that. As we stated earlier, Mike Tomlin, he has set his 21st straight winning record season. It is impressive that he has been winning for 21 straight seasons. I really don't know how the man does it, but he just keeps hammering out wins left and right every single year. I wish the Chicago Bears could do that. Like, I really do. But honestly, yeah, it's impressive here. I don't know what to think, but this has been an interesting. Yeah, this half has been brutal, but in a way, does it not have the feeling that the Packers and 49ers, what I would say, oh yeah, the Packers and 49ers game last week was obviously a dud. And the first, with the way the Niners are moving the ball, it does show that the 49ers are more effective and can move their ball better when they have their quarterback. And then Thursday night showed us that if you were going to have the Packers with the nightcap and Lambeau Field, don't send the Miami Dolphins. Send a team like, oh, I don't know. Why couldn't we have had the Buffalo Bills go to Lambeau in this game? That would have been one hell of a game. That would have been an amazing watch. Like I would have enjoyed watching that game. That would have been fun. Like that would have been really fun to see. But we didn't get that. What we do have is a really tight race in the NFC North where three of the four teams are dominating. And unfortunately, I am the guy in the friend group at the wonderful University of Wisconsin lacrosse who does not root for one of those three teams that is kicking ass and taking names. Because the Chicago Bears decided that they had to take a dip. They had to take a dump in their pants again this year. They started out 4-2, and they haven't won a single game since that 4-2 start. They started 4-2, and we haven't done anything since. Let's see, the Lions' schedule is let's see, they're showing the NFC playoff picture. If the season were to end, let's see, the 5 takes on the 4, the 6 takes on the 3, and the 7 takes on the 2, where Green Bay would be playing the winner of the NFC West, which honestly the Seahawks Packers could win that game. We'll say but Washington would play Philly. I would say Washington wins that game. They're good, but Philly's better. And we'll see the Vikings do what they do every year in the playoffs and choke, where the sixth seeded Packers are the lowest seed left. That would give them the and that would give us a Packers Lions right away in the divisional round, which that would be good to watch. Oh, we got two people showing up again. But as they're showing that one of the scenarios, odds favor we're probably going to have like a Packers Eagles or Packers Lions battle in the postseason happening this year. When it would happen, I have no idea. Unless things change drastically, I'm penciling in the NFC Championship game to be one of. It's going to have one of three teams in it. It's going to be a Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers NFC title game. Detroit Lions, Philadelphia Eagles, or Green Bay Packers. It's going to be one of those outcomes. I don't see any other team going on a run and changing that. And if they do, it's going to be really impressive. Like, I would be impressed. Like, really impressed. But yeah, here at the half, Buffalo is leading 21-3. It has been very one-sided. It is really awesome. Amazing just sitting here during it, doing this for an empty stream. Thank you guys so much for that. Ah, yes, NBC's advertising showing their holiday classics. I didn't even think they still had the balls to do that. Get Taylor Swift off my TV screen! It's bad enough that she ruined football. Now she has to ruin the holiday season too. Who is that old lady they're showing that thinks she's relevant? Who was that old lady they showed? Oh, it's bad enough Taylor Swift is having to sprinkle her way into everything now. But yeah, this is getting interesting. This is this is getting rough. Like this game is rough. I really don't know what else I'm supposed to say other than this is rough. It is. Let's see. I have some more Black Friday ads. So yeah, as I was teasing earlier throughout the first half, and I will do this again. We're looking at it here where the um we're looking at where there has been something brought to my attention that I'm gonna wanna eventually cover because we're having something very controversial that is happening in the Mountain West Conference that I really don't know what I'm supposed to think of about it. And honestly, this is going to make something that's going to be really interesting to cover. But someone's got to. I've been seeing posts about it on some news outlets on like Fox, ABC, and all the, for example, posting it about it on Facebook, Twitter, you name it. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like absolutely interesting. Wow, the way I'm yawning, I might actually have to go to bed here and cut the stream off, which is sad. But I don't have anybody else watching the stream, so in a way, what is the point here? This is honestly getting kind of sad. Let's see, the first half, progressive first half replay. Yep. Buffalo fans sit in the snow. It's definitely got a lot of snow. Definitely having a lot of snow. I don't know what's going on, but we got a lot of snow. This is going to be an interesting second half as it's looking like we're about getting ready to start up the second half. The 49ers have been outscored 59-13 in the last 6 quarters. Yikes. James Cook, 100 rushing yards, second most in a half in his career. 65-yard touchdown run, longest for the Bills since 2016. The slowest average route speed is 11.8 miles an hour. Casually slow. Fourth slowest average pass rush get-offs, 1.1 seconds. 30% of runs for 10 or more yards, highest in the NFL. But yeah, just a very slow 11.8 miles. You know, that's just amateur stuff. Yep, you can definitely see the snow is just pummeling them here. And the kickoff is up. We start the second half. There it is. They got the kick. Samuel to the 30, 35, 40, 50, 45, 40, and brought down. Oh, we were so close to greatness with a kick return touchdown. So close to starting off the half with greatness. You don't get to see many kick returns anymore. This dynamic kickoff isn't really working either for creating action. It's just making things more depressing. But the more we look at this, the more one-sided this can be, depending on how this drive goes. Samuel having his ankle looked at here on the sideline. Christian McCaffrey has been ruled out with that knee injury. It's gonna be rough. Let's see here. Yeah, that running play went absolutely nowhere. He got stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a loss of one. Let's see how it's officially marked here. It is going to be a gain of 2 for a 2nd down and 8. That is impressive. Like, that honestly is impressive. All right, so Samuel is on the sideline. Juszczyk is on the sideline. Purdy sitting here under center. Bills showing blitz. They're bringing the blitz. Purdy throws it. Did he catch that? He caught it. His receiver caught the ball. That is impressive. I am impressed. Jennings went up and got that ball. Wow. Wow, that was a nice catch. Holy mackerel. That was something. Holy mackerel, Batman. They hand it off to Mason, and he tries getting outside, but gets practically nothing. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 if he's lucky. All right, here we go. It was a gain of 3 officially. They are playing in 29 degrees and snow. 29 degrees would be a tropical heat wave compared to what I have here in Wisconsin. Like, it would be a tropical heat wave. All right, they hand it off to Mason. Mason gets the 1st down and then some before being brought down. Big concussion, collision. Players all rattled slower to get up here. Last thing the 49ers need is some more injuries. This has been rough to watch if you are a 49ers fan. Oh, damn, he got the guy in the back of his leg when he was being brought down. Damn. He hit Jennings in the back like that. Mason now has 10 rushing yards. Well, 10 rushing attempts for 76 yards. That'd be really bad for him. So, holy encroachment, Batman. That was, wow. Holy encroachment there, Mr. Miller. That was bad. That was bad. Like, really, really bad. So it is now 1st and goal for the 49ers. Inside the 5-yard line, they got something cooking here. They're probably wishing they could have had those 2 field goals to try and make this closer. They hand the ball off, and Juszczyk fumbles. He fumbles the ball. The Bills pick it up. He's to the 25, the 30, the 40, the 45, the 50, and brought out of bounds around the 49ers' 45-yard line. Juszczyk fumbled it at the goal line, and Buffalo picked it up and ran it inside 49er territory. San Francisco has just been struggling all night. This has been one brutal night here for the 49ers, folks. Like, this has just been absolutely brutal. Kind of wish we could have the Packers play an actual playoff team like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they just punched it away. There's Samuel went down when Juszczyk was trying to reach back to get the ball. If Juszczyk doesn't do that and just lets Samuel try and pick it up, the 49ers probably still have it, but Buffalo scooped it up at the 5 and ran it back to midfield, and he had blockers. If him and his blockers don't run out of room, they probably would have taken that thing to the house. That was very, very one-sided. Wow. That was something, man. Like, holy crap. That was wow. I cannot believe I saw that. There you go. Proof that I wear pants when I'm on air. This Doritos ad has the snowman in a heated house not melting. I don't know how he did that, but okay. It has a Dorito as his nose. Also, how are these snow people eating the Doritos and drinking the soda? How are they like drinking the pop there, man? That's what I need to know. How are they drinking that pop? And how are they you know, yeah, I'm not even going to ask how Snowman was doing that. But I do got some ice cold beer. Some ice cold beer here. But yeah, now that we have that, where the 49ers, Juszczyk, we'll see what happens when they come back on it. Juszczyk fumbled at the goal line. The Buffalo Bills scooped it up and ran it back to around the midfield marker. Now we're just waiting to see where the official spotting was whenever they decide to come back from the holiday commercials. The Bills' offensive line, they have been a unit dominating today in that first half. 38%, the percentage of plays, 38.5%, ran for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns, rushing yards over expected because they thought they'd get 73. This is why I hate the analytics and the gambling aspect of football, because you can't set a number on what you expect them to get. They have it at now it looks like they did not jump off sides. They hand it off. Now Buffalo's at the 49ers side of the 50. Buffalo had it at their own 48-yard line. And then Dalvin Cook ran it for a solid pickup here. It's going to be second and short. Yep, he ran it for 7. Is now second down and 3. The 49ers are now going down as one of the worst. Well, I can't even say worst defending champs because the Chiefs are. Record-wise, they're living up to it. Reality, they're not. Dalvin Cook gets the ball and is greeted by the entire defensive front right there on the spot. Juszczyk still mad about the fact that he fumbled the ball as bad as he did. As he is sitting on the bench, it is still 21-3. Buffalo has the bill. Yeah, the Buffalo has the bill at the 40. They need the 42-yard line of the 49ers to get the first down. They're at the 44. Screen pass miscommunication. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. And odds are the punting unit will come out here. Or are they going to keep the offense out there with this big lead? No, the punting unit comes out. So the Bills are not able to do anything with the turnover. besides just making this nightmare game look even worse, besides just having something there that added to the nightmare for them. Looks like the Niners are getting ready to rush the block. The punt is up. The ball bounces, and San Francisco is going to start it with the ball around their own 5-yard line, and you can tell there, with the way the snow is, there is absolutely no bounces or anything. The second the ball hits the ground, it's just going to be dead on the spot. Like, this ball is just going to, the second you hit it, it's going to be dead. Like, just absolutely dead. Like, oh my. So let's see here. Yep. Where we are in commercial break. This game is being very one-sided and boring. I really don't know what else is going on anymore. Kind of wishing I didn't hop on and go live to do this, because now I'm committed to doing this. Because we have the fact that we have, though I don't think anyone would be that disappointed at the fact that I'm pondering hopping out to do homework, but at the same time, I would have had to have done that by the half. Now we get ride out. Granted, I have no viewership in this stream at the moment. All the viewers are gone. Let's see here. So, yep. Group me. Yep, that's just an assignment where I had to meet up with a bunch of girls. Yeah. Not gonna tell you guys how that. Not gonna tell all you boys how that one went. So I'll say to you guys ain't gonna know how that one went. Let's see how this game ends here. This is a really long commercial break. Like, we're getting a long break here. They're advertising another Peacock original. Like, man, I feel like with football, the games are getting longer because the commercials. They need to get in more of their commercials. I don't know how or why it has to take this long. All right, the 49ers have the ball at their own 6. Purdy under center throws it. Jennings drops the ball incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And if it was a fumble, the 49ers were nowhere near the ball, and that would have been a turnover again. Because Buffalo has just been all over them today. Like, this has been giving the 49ers nightmares. We'll see what happens. Purdy under center. I formation. They hand it off to Mason. Mason brought down right away. Right at that line of scrimmage. That should be 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 9. The official marking as he got right back to the line of scrimmage is now 3rd down and 10. The 49ers, they looked good on that first drive, and then they've been stalling out because we've had a missed 45-yarder, a missed 55-yarder, and a fumble in the red zone. Purdy is 8 of 11 for 66 yards, looking for something big here. Purdy drops back, throws, dropped, incomplete by Kittle. Or I think Kittle was the intent. Nope, that's not George Kittle. Or is it? Yeah, it is George Kittle. Kittle was the intended target. as he bobbled it up and down and could not hang on to the ball for an incompletion. The Bills DB sliding in when he dropped it, almost slid in on the snow to make the interception. San Francisco is going to be punting from their own end zone. The kick is up as it was dang near blocked here. Buffalo's going to have some pretty good field position. Breaks one tackle and brought down at the 43-yard line of the 49ers. And there is a Buffalo Bill who is a little slow to get up as we head to another commercial break with 9:03 to go here in the third quarter. Why do I feel like the first half went by faster than the second half did so far? Other than it's probably because it actually did. Let's see here. Brady. Okay, I don't know what North Dakota State has to do with the NFL. Let's see. Chicago Bears news. I don't think much is going on with the Chicago Bears, but yeah, everyone's just gossiping over who the Bears could possibly hire and who for their next pick as the head coach after they fired Eberflus. The firing of Matt Eberflus was long overdue. Sounds like they're going to let Ryan Poles actually have say this time on who he wants. So the McCaskey family, whether they like it or not, are going to watch Ryan Poles pick his guy. And I'm honestly all for the fact that we're going to let Ryan Poles go and pick his guy. Like a legit look for we can tell him we need an actual real coach. We got everything else. We just need a coach. Please do not go try and take Cliff Kingsbury, even though he is doing good with Washington as an offensive coordinator. The world of the Green Bay Packers, Jaire Alexander and Romeo Doubs are practicing. I don't expect to see Jaire Alexander playing Thursday night because the man's too injury prone and fragile, it seems. He's a fragile nutcase. The Packers gave him the bag to be the highest paid defensive back, and he hasn't been able to play a full season ever since he got paid for doing a gritty on Justin Jefferson. I would have made him earn going to the last year of his contract. Oh, yeah. They are also talking about how Josh Allen got engaged to his girlfriend and is about to get married. Congratulations, Josh Allen. Save the wedding for the off season. To focus on football for a bit. Hands it off to their running back. That's another big, huge chunk play of 10 or more yards on that run by the Buffalo Bills offense. And it's looking like Buffalo is, if they score here and go up 28-3 with another touchdown, the 49ers are looking dead in the water, and things are going downhill for San Francisco and real quick. I guess it's not looking good if you are a 49ers fan, folks. They have the ball at San Francisco's 43-yard line, 33-yard line, not 43. They hand it off to a running back, and it looks like their backup running back. I don't even think Devin Singletary is not a Buffalo Bill anymore. Why was I saying Singletary all day? Where is it? Yeah, Devin Singletary is a running back for the Giants. Why was I saying he's a Buffalo Bill? Oh, boy. Josh Allen's 100th consecutive regular season start. 12th QB at the 100-plus in NFL history. They hand it off on a running back reverse route, and But it is now going to be a 3rd and short as he was trucked and ran out of bounds, couple yards shy of the first down marker. This game is getting really out of hand. Like, this is really, really getting out of hand. I don't see anything else going on right now. Here it is, 21-3. 7 minutes go here in the 3rd quarter. And here under center. Fakes the handoff. Allen throws it. Knocked away by the 49ers D. Almost picked off. It's 4th down and 2. See what Buffalo does here. They kick a field goal and make it a 21-point game, assuming that the field goal would be good. Or do they go for it and try and give them the dagger? Looks like the offense is staying on the field. Buffalo is going to go try and go for the kill shot here and at least get a 1st down. And Buffalo calls a timeout to think things over here. Let me guess, we're going to go to another commercial break? Oh, we're actually staying. We're actually staying this time. You know, Mitchell Trubisky as the backup QB in Buffalo has one of the easiest gigs ever. He's just sitting there as a backup QB. Also, in Madden, I kind of want to go do the funniest thing ever and make my 3 QBs. But I got Tyson Bagent. I don't want to get rid of him. I kind of want to do my funniest stuff ever and have a quarterback room of Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, Mitch Trubisky. Though I don't know why I would do that either at the same time. Last year's Madden, though, after a while, I just kept trading Justin Fields in every simulation I did because, yeah, you couldn't throw the ball with him. You could just run. Under center, Allen looking, throws it, wide open, it's to the 15, the 10, out of bounds, 1st and goal as he gets Shakur again. There's going to be a 1st and goal for the Bills inside the 10. This 49ers team it is over for them. Buffalo is just blowing them out. As, yeah, Shakir got another easy 1st down and then some. Like, if he had more, he probably could have easily, if he didn't have to do slow things down and all that, he only had the 1 receiver blocking, but others, quick screen pass, wide, 1 arm receiver. Oh, they do this. He gets it back with he tosses a lateral backwards to Josh Allen for the touchdown. It is a touchdown, Buffalo with the hook and ladder. That was impressive. That play was not going to go anywhere. And then they had another hook and ladder thing, giving it back to Josh Allen for the touchdown. It is now 27-3 Buffalo. Yeah, he knew he was about to go down, so he tosses it back to his QB. And the QB runs and dives and gets it in for a touchdown. That was peak football. That was a smart play. And pending the extra point here, the kick is up. It is good. We now have a score of 28-3. 28-3. It's 28-3 in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if Buffalo can hold on or if they blow it. And cue the memes. Like, cue all the memes. We will see what happens with all these memes here today. All right. Huh. All right. Apparently my ex-girlfriend just sent me a thing asking if I want to join her Instagram live. Yeah. I'm gonna set the phone there. And, this beer is looking mighty good after that now, because I am, yeah. That's, yeah. No. I don't want to know. Just no. Why? How did she obtain that and send it to me, and why? Just, just move on, woman. Please do me a favor and move on. Like, for the love of God, please. Just, On that note, I might need to play that clip in my interpersonal communication class for the professor. See what she says. Because, yeah, no. Oh, man. So I gotta go back to like the 204 to 206 mark and see what to play that, see what she says. Just, yeah, no. All right, so the kick is up. Pete Pooch kicked it on the ground. They pick it up. I don't even think you could find the actual land. Oh, we got a return. He's to the 50 and ran out of bounds. I don't even think you can see the actual landing zone per se of the rules and these conditions. But yeah, I gotta go find that clip now and see what my professor's gonna say for my interpersonal communications class on my reaction to yeah, just yeah. That was just yeah, no, why? That was just something else. All right, Purdy under center. He's got the ball midfield. 1st and 10. They try and run it up the middle. Mason greeted by a whole bunch of Bills again. It is now 2nd down. The fact that we're only here in the 3rd quarter. Now I know why I don't usually like streaming Sunday night games. Because this is getting really late. Did they just make the graphic blink at me? I know I'm getting tired and all, but did that graphic just blink like a human being? Or am I going crazy? Okay, it's gone. Purdy under center. Is under siege. Breaks 1 sack. Running. Throws it. His receiver slips on the snow. It's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. This game has been a complete nightmare as Pearsall slipping in the snow. Yeah, you can tell Florida man ain't used to snow. Also, he went from Florida to San Francisco, which, while you're in the NFL, I would say going from Florida to San Francisco is a downgrade. All right, here it is, 3rd down and 10. Purdy, shotgun formation, throws it. Samuel, nah, it's not even going to be close. It's going to be 4th and medium here. Here it is, 4th down and medium. Let's see what Shanahan does, because he's clearly going to have to try and go for it so he can try and crawl back into this game. I am impressed with the amount of 49er jerseys I am seeing in Buffalo. Here it is, 4th down and 5. San Francisco, even though it's the third quarter, are very much down to their last breath of life. Pass, caught. He's going. He's still on his feet at the 20. He holds on to the ball inside the 20. San Francisco is once again in the red zone, but they have had trouble when they reach the red zone. Can they change things today? Also, Buffalo is up 28-3. We know what happens when teams go up 28-3. Can they beat the 28-3 allegations out in prime time? Purdy under center, Here's they got the I formation. They hand it off to the running back. Mason makes a move. Then it's brought down after 2, maybe 3 yards. We'll see what happens here now. I am definitely not using football as a commentating thing like this to ignore the fact that my ex-girlfriend just sent me a thing trying to ask me to go into her Instagram Live. Why she sent me that, I don't even want to know. I'm just glad we're not getting the lake effect snow they have out there. Purdy takes the hands off, screens. It makes a move, and touchdown 49ers. The 49ers have finally scored a touchdown as Isaac Granado. Either way, the 49ers are on the board. They scored a touchdown, and it is now 28-9, pending the extra point. To where it is now a 19-point game. We will see what happens here as they have 4 seconds on the play clock. 3, 2, the extra point is up, and it is good. It is now 28-10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got to see if San Francisco can come back and keep the 28-3 memes alive. I knew I was staying awake to see this happen. It was 28-3. 28-3. The Niners went up 28-3. We know what's happening now. Let's see, what's this notification? Can the people on LinkedIn just stop sending me shit? I don't care. I would honestly argue that LinkedIn is worse for things than other places are. So yeah, let's see if the 28-3 meme still lives on. But yeah. We're about to see if that 28-3 meme will live on or not. They're sitting here talking about things on commercial. I don't need a small vacuum cleaner because I'm looking at mine right on the other side of this laptop here. I still find it absolutely hilarious that my ex-girlfriend... Yeah, I am definitely going to have to go back and find that clip because, yeah, that's going to make something really fun for my interpersonal communication class. That's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun playing that. We're gonna go back. We're gonna roll the tape on that, and they're gonna have a. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like that, it's gonna be a lot of. What in tarnation did I just watch on my TV? What in tarnation? Woo! Next week is the Chargers Chiefs. So I'm sitting through this week while next week is going to be the good game while I work. Make it make sense. And when this game's over, I'm also going to make my dinner. All right. So Buffalo, they get the ball. It's going to be around the 26, 27-yard line. We'll see how they do. They're talking about something. Josh Allen, hold on now. Josh Allen's he's from California. He grew up a 49ers fan. Obviously, he doesn't care now. He's playing for the Bills. Though I'm sure he probably was rooting for his childhood team during those Super Bowls that he didn't have to play against, because he doesn't have to play against them in one ever. I love how while they're talking about Josh Allen, they always leave out the fact that Wyoming was the only D1 school that gave him a chance. They gave the ball to Dalvin Cook, and that's going to go down as a loss of 1 or 2, but Buffalo is trying to eat up as much clock as they can here. Like they are very much just eating up as much clock as they can possibly imagine. I don't know what all they're aiming for, but they are clearly aiming to eat up clock. All right, 2nd and 11. Shotgun, quick pass. They get it to they're going to be at the 31-yard line with 1:55 to go here in the first quarter. Jesus Christ. Here in the third quarter. I'd be concerned if it was 28-10 already in the first quarter, because that would have been pure domination. Though this game arguably has been pure domination by Buffalo. Here it is, 3rd down and 6. Buffalo on Josh Allen shotgun formation. Snaps the ball. Throws it. Reeled in and caught by his receiver. But he's going to be short to bring up 4th down. So does Buffalo go for it, or are they going to kick the ball? They are going to send out the punting unit and send the ball and give it back to Brock Purdy and the 49ers. So now the punting unit is out with 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. They're going to run this down to where it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So the punt is up. By the time the Niners can get it, and see, that thing's up. He gets it going backwards, held onto it. Makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. Brought out of bounds around the 20-yard line. 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. How they're feeling their feet in these conditions, I don't know. But it is 28-10. The 49ers have the ball once again. And if they go down and score another touchdown here, the 28-3 allegations are going to be real. Because that would make it a 9-point game. Then San Francisco would be really wishing they hit those 2 field goals. But the 28-3 allegations do exist. Also, according to my heater, it's a beautiful 69 degrees on that. All right, so yeah, they're showing the division standings. Seahawks won. They're 7-5 and in first place. The 49ers are trying to keep up and make it where everyone in the division is 6-6 or better. Purdy shotgun formation. Throws it up. No man's land. Almost intercepted. The Bills defender knows he should have had that. It is now 2nd down and 10 here. Notable losses. Week 3, led by 10 in fourth quarter. Week 5, led by 10 in fourth quarter. Week 11, allowed game-winning touchdown. 12 seconds left. Week 12, third largest loss in Shanahan era. 38-10 to Green Bay last week. The fact that's already week 13 in the NFL. Which means I only have 5 more miserable football games left. Here it is. And down he goes. It's going to be 3rd down. I don't know how many of these I'm going to... I might do one of these during the postseason, but with my job, I definitely will not do this during the Super Bowl. Especially if I'm off, I will be watching the Super Bowl. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it is 28-10. San Francisco has the ball. And we are in the final 15 minutes, which means we are in the final, hour of the game. This game is going to take us an hour to finish, probably. So, yeah, we're going to make it work. Everyone's seem kind of kick back, be a little more comfortable. And let's see what one of my friends says about this. With the whole ex-girlfriend situation on my hands. Yeah, we'll see what good old Dang says about this with the whole girlfriend Instagram live thing. Other than, oh boy, that sounds like it's going to be an interesting situation. Because we have an interesting situation on our hands, guys. This is going to give me one very interesting situation. Twitter here is being fun. Yes, someone says they need a full season of Garrett Mitchell. I cannot disagree with that anymore. Sure, it's someone on Twitter, Wisco Grant. So the host of the Wisco Sports Show, Grant Bills, here on Twitter says, sure, it's easy to laugh at the Niners right now because they stink and everything's falling apart. But let's remember the big picture. They also haven't won a Super Bowl since 1995. Yeah. It says it was last edited at 8:46, so he had to go edit it. In the bigger picture, empty Vikings trophy case. Yeah. It's not us loves reminding people that, yeah, it's more fun messing with Cowboy fans, though. It's more fun reminding the Cowboy fans how they haven't won anything since the 90s. Badger Barstool has been blocked by one of the players for the Badgers, which is honestly impressive. It's kind of funny. Yeah, 3rd and 5, Purdy under center. The ball's tipped at the line. They're saying it's an incompletion. Or is it a fumble? Oh, they're rolling a fumble. Are they rolling a fumble? Looks like they said it's a fumble. It's going to be the Bills' ball. It's Buffalo ball. Unless the Tuck comes with. Yeah, he lost that thing when he's throwing it. Was his arm going forward when he lost it? That's hard to tell. Let's see what the official ruling is. We'll see what this official ruling here is going to be. I think it's going to be a more, common thing on it, but we'll find out. Yeah, it is a fumble. They ruled a fumble. Buffalo has the ball at the 25-yard line of the 49ers. So the 49ers have now fumbled it twice. There is a flag on the play. They got laundry. Unless they're using the laundry to indicate that they're talking it over. Too many men on the field. They had at least 12 guys on the field then. So it's going to be 1st and 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Where's the 12th man? They had 11 guys out there. They showed the counter. It showed 11. Where was the 12th man? Or are they back? They move it back to 25. Okay, they moved it back. It's 1st and 10. Let's say they had 11 guys out there. Where was the 12th? They handed it off to Cook. Cook. He's brought down after getting a 1. Highly doubt anybody in San Francisco is still watching this game. Don't worry, San Francisco. You play the Bears next week. Denver, as of now, is the 7th seed, where they would go play Buffalo where Denver would go play Buffalo in Buffalo, which Denver would lose right, but they at least would say they made the postseason, which is something the Bears haven't been able to say since the 2010 season. Well, actually, 2020, but Allen takes a shot downfield, finds his tight end, Dawson Knox. It's going to be another completion, 1st and goal. The last time the Chicago Bears have won a playoff game, Barack Obama, was the 08? The 08 election. I think Obama was elected in 08? Yeah, 08. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Obama was in his 1st presidential term. We were in our 1st presidential term of Barack Obama the last time the Bears won a playoff game. That should tell everybody how long ago it's been. We were under the 1st Obama term. Yeah, Dawson Knox has 2 receptions for 56 yards. It's a really respectable day for a tight end. Here we go, 12:50 to go here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal, Buffalo. The Bills knocking on the door of scoring yet again another touchdown here. We'll see what happens. Is Allen running. He's just not taking himself all day, every day. Touchdown. Josh Allen carried one in. And it's going to go down as a touchdown. And that is now 34-10. We are up to a 24-point game pending the extra point. But yeah, I'm still sitting here trying to figure out why my ex-girlfriend wanted me to join her Instagram Live and how she and clearly I forgot to remove her on everything, but shows you how little I truly use social media and some of that. It's driving me nuts. I'm probably going to be sitting here wide awake the rest of the night. The extra point is up and good. But the fact that like I said, I'm going to be sitting here wide awake being driven crazy by that the rest of the night is insane. That was out of right field random, man. Like, that was random. I don't know what I'm supposed to think other than wow. That was just right field random. I don't know why she would even want that. Unless that was part of her objective, was to make me sit here and question things. And I can tell you, I've been questioning things well before she was in my life. And my life has been happier without her. Mostly because I've learned to move on. Unlike her, apparently. So I'm just sitting here chilling. Talking about football and sports. Watching this weird Monopoly Go advertisement. Trying not to hunch back over and fall asleep. I am getting really hungry right now. Like, really, really hungry. I don't think anybody would be too disappointed if I logged off of this stream and, called it quits now because there's literally nobody here. I have nobody here. And it looks like I haven't had anybody here for a while, so on that note, good night, folks. I'm calling this a night. This game's over.